How much will Governor Gavin Newsom's redistricting special election cost the state?
No one has time to figure this out, where the money is going to come from.
It's a question California leaders could not answer in Wednesday hearings.
It's a developing issue right now, and we are working with the Secretary of State to develop a schedule.
Republicans sparring with Democrats over the price tag in committee.
And I haven't gotten a single answer on how the money is going to get there, how much money is actually needed, and where are the cost estimates. All I'm asking for is, can we do this? And do we have funds with a projected deficit next year?
Democrats doubling down on their defense.
If we're talking about the cost of a special election versus the cost of our democracy, or the cost that Californians are already paying to subsidize this corrupt administration, those costs seem well worth paying in this moment.
We asked Oakland's Buffy Wicks, Assembly Appropriations Committee, about the price tag.
Should voters know how much this is going to cost the state by now? When will they know what the price tag will be?
Yeah, well, the estimates are $230 million.
Department of Finance said they're still working on the numbers with the Secretary of State's office. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're estimating again about $230 million. We will continue to work through those numbers. We're going to make sure that counties are made whole, that our election officials are made whole as they implement this.
The legislation does not specifically include any estimate on total cost.
Someone is lying.
Republicans slamming the entire effort earlier Wednesday.
And the culprits are sitting there with different stories. You need a full investigation.
Asking the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate Democrats for alleged vote trading and bribery over how the maps were drawn. A spokesperson for Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas responding, quote, "There are no secrets here. The legislature is delivering these maps to voters, and voters will have the final say." Governor Newsom telling reporters in a DNC call, final floor votes are expected Thursday.
Our legislature is going to come back today, and they're going to get the job done tomorrow.
How much will
So what they want you to believe is this is transparent because the voters get the last say. Okay, we're not getting the last say. Okay, who drew the maps? Okay, we don't care about what they look like. We want to know who drew them, which is why they're not going to tell you, and they're going to be yelling, no, this is full transparency. No, it isn't. Okay, you don't even know how much it's going to cost. That moron talking about the cost of redistricting of a special election versus the cost of our democracy. Whenever you hear a Democrat talk about democracy, they're not talking about democracy. They're talking about their want and lust for power. Okay, let me show you how we got here. First of all, take a look at this map. Look at this. Okay, look at that. California representatives by party. 43 representatives for Democrats, 9 for Republicans. Just take a look at that. How is that even possible? Look at all that red throughout California, yet we only have 9 representatives. You know how we got here? Because I know how we got here. It wasn't by accident. It's not because the Democrats are more clever. Okay, here, this is it. I'm just going to solve the mystery as to how that number on your screen was made possible. From Google, the Top 2 Candidates Open Primary Act is a California law that requires all candidates for a voter-nominated office to appear on a single primary election ballot, regardless of their party preference. Voters can choose any candidate on the ballot, and only the two candidates who receive the most votes advance to the general election. This system was created by California voters through Proposition 14 in June 2010 and took effect in 2011. And that's how we got here. That's how they box us out. Okay, so imagine you've got, let's say, 4 candidates. Okay, you've got 1 Republican and you've got 3 Democrats. Well, who's going to get the most votes? Like, California is full of cornflakes. Okay, we like every way you turn. So of course the Democrat is going to get the more votes. Democrats are going to get more votes than a Republican in this godforsaken state. That's how they did it. That's how you get this number. That's how they boxed us out. And here's the real reason for the redistricting. And it has nothing to do with Texas. And I can tell you that with confidence. It has nothing to do with Texas. From the New York Post, Democrats facing crisis as more than 2 million voters leave party in 4 years. That's why they're doing it. They know they no longer have the votes. And so what they got to do, they got to start gerrymandering the numbers. That's why we're here. California, we don't care how much it's going to cost. What did I tell you about California? You got to look at us like a 16-year-old privileged girl going to the mall and with an absent father. Okay, she gets whatever she wants. And if it puts dad in debt, it doesn't matter. We're looking at a deficit, 12 billion. It's probably more likely to be 20 billion, but the official number is 12 billion. But they're still doing this special election nonsense. Why? So they can rig the system. This is what Democrats do. This is why we are where we are. This is why you get those numbers. Democrats don't play fair. That's why I told you, I don't care. I just don't care. And when they talk about, oh, it's unlawful, what Donald Trump is doing, it's unlawful what's going on in Texas. It's unlawful it's like, okay, well, why don't you sue him? Well, what are you talking about? Why don't you just sue Donald Trump if he's doing something unlawful? Like that guy said, you're looking about the cost of democracy versus, the cost of a special election. This corrupt administration is, okay, why don't you just bring a suit? There, easy peasy. Oh, but before you do, you may want to talk to Letitia James. Yeah, you may want to talk to her because things may not go your way. That's how we got here. The reason they're doing the redistricting is because they are bleeding, hemorrhaging voters. Nobody wants to be associated with them. And we all know why. I've shown you the video. Josh Hawley, I showed you the video. That's why they're losing. That's the reason. It's okay. I told you. Democrats are lying if their lips are moving. If their lips are moving, they're lying. And there's going to be an investigation. Trust me, all they want is for this to get done. They don't care what the investigation finds. They just want power. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash the like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.